B-side. Adam Manis, Peter Martin on the B-side. 'Cause you flip the record over. That's why we call it the B-side. What? Is that our theme song?
I think it might be. I think we'll have a different theme song next week. But
I don't know, man.
We should keep it rolling. This is like our last week in the pod cave. The B-side was supposed to be, like launched in the new
but we couldn't resist
podcasting facility, but it's too much of a draw to want to do these new episodes. So what is the B-side?
Well, the B-side, I'm glad you asked there. The B-side is a chance for us to, to kind of riff, maybe even rant and ramble on things that are of interest to us that might extend beyond music and that we might even have some expertise on. So it's basically be just extra music advice.
I mean, we're just going to be talking about music too, right?
we were talking about maybe movies, maybe business, maybe food.
Maybe just talk.
We might just talk, catch up,
So today's January 2nd, 2020. What'd you do for New Year's Eve? I didn't see you.
Oh, New Year's Eve, I was chilling hard at the crib. We had some friends over. Yeah. And, I'm not a big go out on New Year's Eve guy. If I don't have a gig, I'm chilling because I look at it as kind of amateur night.
It is amateur night.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's there's some great things to do and some great shows. And I know you at one of my favorite restaurants. I want to hear about that.
That was a classy night, actually.
That sounds classy. But it's like if you're not at that level, it's a little bit. Everything's twice the price.
Yeah.
Which is great if you're doing a gig.
It's great
because you get paid doubles. Kind of. Is that still the standard?
You get paid a lot.
Yeah. Sounds like you might have got more than double.
Here's what on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I decided I didn't want to bring my Wurlitzer electric piano to the gig.
I thought you were about to say, I didn't want to bring my wife to the gig. I was like, whoa.
No.
Big mistake.
She's always in my heart, honey. No.
Did you bring her?
No, I didn't. No, she was home with the kids. But like that morning, I was like, man, I really want to play a real piano. So I called my buddy Joe Jackson at Jackson Pianos.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you guys going to be out on New Year's Eve? And he's like, yeah, we have a crew. And I was like, can you get me an upright piano? I played at Vicia, which is this amazing James Beard nominated restaurant here in St. Louis. Incredible food. And they had like a very classy party with like multiple food stations, no tables.
Top hats? That classy?
Yeah, some top hats, like plastic ones. But like a very awesome crowd and like
classy people.
Very classy people.
Very classical music fans?
Very good looking crowd for sure. Like a hip crowd.
The beautiful people.
And it was
of St. Louis.
Me and Montez Abad, my trio.
Yep.
And so I called Joe, and Joe, who's so amazing, man. Joe puts pianos in all these venues around St. Louis. Upright pianos, grand pianos.
And basically all acoustic pianos.
He's an acoustic piano specialist, of course, and he's like all about it. Although, man, we should go into this shop right now. He's got this one piano. It doesn't have a soundboard. It's from the 50s or 40s. It has an on switch and a bunch of speakers. It's a real piano. It's got strings, but it just has pickups. And you could play, and it also has like a turntable that pulls out and a radio that pulls out with the idea that you would play along through the speakers with the turntable.
And do a little scratching?
Yeah.
What?
You could, I guess, in theory, but no, you could play along with your records.
Yeah.
And it's like the first version of like that software, that
right.
use, But anyway, so I called Joe and I was like, man, could I get a piano? He had a really great Yamaha upright. By the way, I love those Yamaha upright pianos. Yeah. Those are my favorite upright pianos, I think. They're very good. Apartment pianos, with the felt that you can put in.
Yep. And that's the left pedal controls that, right?
The middle pedal has a notch.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But even without that, the pianos in general are so much fun to play. So he put one of those in there for me. And we just had a ball, man. It was great. It was kind of in their patio out there on Vicia that's enclosed and heated. And so Joe, when he dropped it off, he dropped the piano off with one of his guys. He was like, well, I can't be here until January 3rd, so I'm a little worried that this piano is going to be out in the cold.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, if you can come back, because he's like, but I live like a block away from here. I can come back at 12:30 when your party's wrapping up and we can move it inside. And I was like, I'll help you move it.
Yeah.
And I got a text from him at about 11:45.
I'm drunk.
It was, I'm bananas drunk.
Oh, no.
There's no way I'm coming to move that piano. Just let it sit out.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like out in the cold, but it's still like
it hasn't been that cold.
It hasn't been that cold. Yeah.
Cold.
But it was a good night, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, we made it to the 20s, and how are you feeling about that? I mean, what are you a big like? This is a new decade, new decade, new me.
You know what? I didn't think I would be feeling it, but I'm kind of feeling the idea of we're in the 20s.
Yeah.
We haven't had that since the 90s. Remember, like the 80s and 90s, like we're in the 90s. Like when we got to the 2000s, No one, we're in the aughts, you
Yeah,
know?
that's right.
And no one was like, we're in the teens, you know?
Yeah,
we
but
didn't talk about it like that.
The 2000, the Y2K thing was so big that we were just glad that we survived after that.
For the last 20 years, everybody's been calling it the 2000s, even into the teens.
The tens, I know.
So it hasn't had its own, like, I don't know. That feels more like the 90s saying the 20s.
Yeah.
And it's very exciting to me because.
Now, does it bring back any memories of the 1920s or from what you know of it? The roaring 20s, as it were.
Although financially, the country.
We're about to hit a top and
the
then
ruling
a bottom.
class might actually hit that glass ceiling again. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I think it's I think it's definitely an interesting time. Hey, you know what I wanted to ask you about? What movies have you seen over the holidays?
Dude, I don't see. Oh, you know what though? We did watch. We have Disney Plus because I have small children.
Why are you getting so quiet and meek?
I was just changing the tone.
Are you using
setting up my story?
Using an illegal login? Is that why you're getting quiet?
Just setting up my story.
Okay.
We have Disney Plus. I watched this movie with Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader called Noel. It's like a kids movie about Santa dies. Now stay with me.
Okay. Yeah.
Santa
or a Santa?
The Santa Claus. But there's been generations of Santas. They set it up. Like he's one in the last 30 or whatever.
OG Santa.
His son, Bill, who's played by Bill Hader, is going to take over the family business. But he doesn't want to do it. He wants to be a yoga instructor.
Oh, very
But
topical.
his daughter, Noelle, is like super Christmassy.
Okay.
You get where this is going.
Yeah.
Santa becomes, we have the first female Santa, Noelle.
Nice.
Not to spoil. That's a spoiler alert right there.
Well,
but
there you go.
You know what? I went into it with very low expectations, which is how I think you should go into any family comedy.
Right.
And I was delighted.
Oh, you were delighted. Mildly delighted.
Mildly delighted.
I can tell the mild delight.
Yeah. It wasn't like the best flick I've ever seen.
I think we have Disney Plus as well because my son is a big Star Wars fan, as am I. I just don't always have hours at end. But he was saying that every Star Wars and all the new stuff. The
Mandalorian.
I thought it was mandolin.
Have you seen that yet? Have you seen the Mandalorian yet?
I thought it was Darth Vader playing a mandolin, which was super interesting.
You're not a big Star Wars guy.
I'm an OG Star Wars guy. When you were but a glint in Mr. and Mrs. Manus's eye, I would think I was for my 9th birthday. What year were you born?
78.
Okay, you were just slightly more than a glint then. Empire Strikes Back. Oh no. Empire Strikes Back.
So I 79? saw Jedi in the theaters because
that was 82.
That was 83.
Yeah, you were young though. How the hell did you see it in the?
Yeah, it was 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were old enough. Yeah, I totally remember the Ewoks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
well, like my 9th birthday, we went to Empire Strikes Back at the Esquire on Clayton Road right up here.
What a great birthday!
It was very good. Yeah,
but then
Dolby Sound.
But you've been out of it though. You haven't seen like the prequels.
I've seen all those because I've got kids at different ages. They're all kind of grown. Yeah.
Ian was probably a baby with the prequels, right?
Yep. But we saw that at the Britannia Theater, the first prequel, which was because that was a big break before that one came.
Yeah, it was like 20 years.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, Ian was young then, but not 4 years old young. He was. But remember, we saw that at the Britannia Theater. In New Orleans, where we're going to be in a few days.
We're going to Jen.
We're going to Jen. We're going to Nolans.
Dude, what are we going to do down there?
What aren't we going to do?
Are we going to die down there?
We're not going to die. I actually lived there for 15 years. I never died. I had to be resuscitated one time.
Bigger question.
Death.
What are we going to eat down there?
Well, we're going to make a diagram. Maybe we'll do a separate video on this on the new YouTube channel. It's going to be a Venn. You know what a Venn diagram is,
I do know what a Venn diagram is.
We're going to have 3 circles. Okay. It's going to be Nolans food.
Yep.
And it's going to be keto food, and then it's going to be vegan food. And we're going to find that sweet. That's going to be a small little center, but I think we can do it.
Are you going to stay plant-based?
I'm going to stay plant-based. Do
I have to stay keto?
No, you don't have to, because keto is not a lifestyle. Keto is a diet, right?
It's true.
So you can drift in and out.
It's true.
Actually, you can do whatever you want. Why are you asking me? You're not. Well, you will be on the clock. So yeah.
I'm just kind of gauging the room. Like how deep are we going to go down there?
Well, yeah. I mean, I may fall off a little and do just some vegetarian instead of vegan. That's easy,
Sure.
No problem there. But no, I think we're gonna. I mean, the thing is, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I lived there for a long time, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I have been down there a fair amount over the last few years, but. There's a lot of new places. There's a lot. The food scene. I mean, they got the old school stuff, which we may or may not hit.
I'm telling you, the best meal.
Kind of like the conference. We may or may not hit that. But I can tell you some restaurants we're going to go to.
Man, the best restaurant, honestly, the best meal I had down there was at a neighborhood fish place that was like, the shrimp was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Like a po' boy situation?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah,
man. It was awesome.
Yeah, the po' boys. Now, that's going to be a little harder. I don't know what I'm going to do with that because I haven't had a po' boy.
I can't eat them either. You have my bread.
I'll have the bread. You'll have the innards. This is B-side, so we can talk about what you getting a text? What's going on, man?
Yeah, Tez
normally we ignore those.
Tez can't make the gig tonight, so I got to find a drummer.
Big surprise. Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is about normal time for him, right?
Yeah, 4:00 before the 8:00 hit. Yep.
There you go. So, well, this is fun. How'd you enjoy our first B-side?
This just feels like we just sat down and started talking. This is easy as pie.
Once we get in there, we're definitely gonna be looking at that old granddad endorsement. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, that could have gone on our hip voicings episode from yesterday.
Old granddad theme song. Old granddad will write you a theme song.
You're not my granddad, but I wish you were, granddad. B-side, not A-side. It's the B-side, come before the C-side. I love to walk along the seaside.
This is what this podcast is going to be all about, right?
See the seabirds, maybe a Chrysler Sebring. Come on, take that walk with me, Adam. In my seabird, on my Sebring, on the seaside.
Hopefully Andrew's faded out long ago.
All right, so for this, we're going to say B-side. Double triad. Murky triad. You'll hear it.
B-side.
Dopio. What do you think, Andrew? Andrew got super concerned because he started realizing he came up with this idea.